Thank you guys for tuning in. You know what you tuned into. Bosa Spotlight, no other place. We're so glad to have you. My name is Crystal Boyd. I'm your host at each and every time. And thank you to the new listeners that are tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Today's topic is inspiring. So inspiring that it leads to empowerment. If you let it. So that topic is keep going. And boy, does that hit home. I'd say really just in general, I've been tempted to throw in the towel. And I'm pretty sure I got some listeners out there that have been tempted to throw in the towel as well. But let's just peel back the layers on this baby and consider a few things. One, we're called to persevere. If you're going to persevere, persevering does not include quitting. You have to continue on. Despite maybe being tired, frustrated, fed up, you must continue. Now, take a break or rest if you must. But whatever the task, the goal, the dream, it's best to continue on and see what the end is going to be. I know that the strength can really just get low. I like it because my son will say before going to bed, he'll say, "Mom, my energy is low. I need to get rest so my energy can be high." And that's a beautiful thing that he has that insight. But where are we in applying when our energy is low in spiritual strength to endure what is before us, our set goal, what God has called us to do, what we're pressing forward to? And so we come to God and we say, hey, my energy is low. Fill me up. Renew my heart, renew my mind. Give me more strength, renew my strength so I can run and not get weary, And honestly, that's where my enthusiasm, my passion, my energy comes from, because you have to be able to evaluate where you are and your ability to be able to go forward and be great and be honest with yourself. I am low today. Ask God to fill you up till you're overflowing. And that is one of the keys, if not the very key, to being able to keep going, because this is a very arduous journey. Just life in general is hard. It's complex many times. And some days you'll feel like you're on top of the world and you can do everything. And other days you may not feel as motivated. Nonetheless, even if you don't feel that motivation, the need, the purpose of you seeking out to do what it is that you're doing still needs to be done. So reach down deep. Find it in yourself some way to keep going. And I'll take this a step further and say, I talk about success a lot of times on this podcast because obviously we're talking about topics of inspiration. You're going to connect that to success. Like, what is the end goal? Did you achieve that? And so sometimes we're focused on the numbers just a little bit too much. And I really believe it should be a little bit more focused on quality than quantity, even though quantity matters somewhat. It just depends on its relevance. But for this matter, I would say focus on quality. So, for instance, when I started this podcast that's connected to the clothing brand, I thought about how, you want to listen to the mass. You want the masses to be listening to you, But before the masses are, isn't there one? So, and isn't there a principle or a purpose out of that? And so I had to really peel back and focus and say, it's more about the quality of the content and the material that you're putting out there than how many listeners, because eventually those things will follow. And let's just say they didn't. Let's just say I never reach 100,000 listeners, 1 million listeners, okay? Does that take away from the purpose and the intent out there? Because one person can hear this and change their lives and appreciate this wholeheartedly than to go towards 1,000 unempty ears or empty ears. So focus on more about what you're giving, not necessarily getting. Because look at that fulfillment of that giving and that purpose that it's achieving and find it. And I believe it'll even find you and come to you, that you just have this renewed strength, this renewed energy. And you go for it and you continue in that greatness. So it's been an honor and a pleasure. It always is. And if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Go on down to www.fosa.company. Have a look around. I'm sure it's something that you'll like. And you know what? I think I'm even going to throw in some discount. I'll surprise you guys and have a discount on there. How about that? That makes a miraculously magnificent day. All right. Until next time. Okay, now. Bye-bye then.